Very loud.
Good afternoon, welcome back to Hook. We're delighted that so many of you have been able to join us today as we live or relive what it might have been like in Celtic times. It's been great, except the rain came down in the middle of us eating a really great meal of pottage, 2 types of bread, some with honey, and some goat's cheese that we made ourselves. Now, we've got to say thank you very much indeed, Emma, from Hillview. Thank you very much for your suggestion. This morning we asked you, how should we dye the wool? How can we make the wool different colours? And Emma suggested we might like to paint the sheep first. Well, Emma, I think we sheep might object to that, but never mind. Thank you for that information. Also, thank you very much indeed to Park School in Bournemouth, Mel and Mr. Lewis. Thank you, Mr. Lewis, particularly for your idea. We've actually been out digging dandelion roots since you came to us on Facebook, and that was #Hooke Courts, or you could, the Twitter is #Hooke Courts, or Facebook, you could have facebook.com/Hooke Court. If you send those information in to us, that would be really good. Well, we'll be later on taking the dandelion roots, cutting them up, and see if we can make some dye from it. Thank you also to St. Catherine's. Thank you, St. Catherine's. You came up with an idea of using onion skins. Well, we're not quite sure whether the Celts had onions, but we found some onion skins, and we'll try that. Hopefully you get some nice yellow dye. Now, since you've been here today, we've been also making a fence, and Richard's going to tell you how we made a fence. Richard, are you there?
I am.
Over to you, Richard.
Yes, we were lucky enough to be joined by the children from Thorner Primary School over in Little Cheney, not very far from here, and they helped us to produce the fence that you're looking at now. Clearly, with the advent of much more domestication of animals, it was very, very important that we could create enclosures to keep the animals safe. And so, using the natural materials that you can see in front of you, we've created a wattle fence here. We've made a start, still a little bit to do, but using the tools that would have been used at the time to drive in our stakes. And then once the stakes are in, you can see we've had to weave the wattle and daub into place, the wattle first of all. And to do that, quite clearly, we need to weave alternately between the stakes. Now, I'm having a little bit of difficulty here because there is a microphone in the way, so I can't weave quite as I would like, but we'll just try and see if we can put this one in for you, just to give you a flavour of how the children from Little Cheney were able to help us to start this fence. Although it's quite a long job, as you can see, it takes a little while to get it to the height that we need. A little bit of work still to do here, and then we're going to build another one on the other side. But there's the principle. Meanwhile, back in the hut, Alan is awaiting you, so I'll pass you back to Alan.
Thank you, Richard. That looks like a really strong fence, Richard. We look forward to seeing it finished, and maybe we actually could bring some animals down once we've made a pen for them. Now, talking about Richard, Richard's desperate to go to the loo. We're not quite sure how the Celts went to the loo or where they went to the loo. So if you could do some research for us, that would help us out, particularly Richard, because we'll await your calls. Richard is desperate. Please, can you tell us, what did the Celts use to go to the loo?
Be as quick as you can.
Call us on #Hooke Court on Twitter, or Facebook is Hooke Court /Hooke Court. Thanks so much. We look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.